Got to be the worst month for me ever, but let me show y'all real quick. This is a clean Honda. It's raining. I'm gonna still show y'all the Honda I just cleaned. So I just did a mini interior and exterior wash. Unfortunately, it started raining, but I love these wheels. And the color that, whatever color this is. But clean. I love this body style Honda. I don't know why. I think this is the one that was in Fast and the Furious. I'm not sure. But I love whatever they did with this. I love the way it sit. I love the wheels that's on it and the color. It all go together. Just need some like custom headlights or something. It's all good. And it's a stick. But I'm explaining to y'all why this month sucks. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, thank you for tuning in. So today I'm having some issues with my van. I'm hoping it's not the transmission, but I really honestly don't know. And I mean, as y'all can see, the van has a lot of miles on it, but the thing is I only got it for watch. I don't know if that's gonna show up in the video, but it's like something is rubbing. I want to say it's the transmission making that noise, but then at the same time I don't know, because it's only making a noise in like first and second that I can hear it, and then after that it's kind of going. And then the weird part about it is the transmission is literally like right on side of me. It's not coming from that area. It's coming from the back area by the door, by the passenger door. Well, the passenger seats. It's more so coming from that area, and it just, I don't know. The Durango has transmission issues, so I'm kind of aware what it feels like for the transmission to be like when it's shifting hard and stuff like that. Like the Durango holds the gear, and then it'll shift. So I'm familiar with that, but this is just, it's weird. Like it's something different. I don't know what it is, but it's like I said, it's like something is rubbing. But the van drives fine. I drove it back from my sister to my house, which is 30 minutes. It drives fine. Now, when I was reversing, that's why I was thinking it's the transmission, because when I was reversing, it was like hesitant, but not like, it was kind of like jumping. It jumped like once or twice, kind of like it was stuck. So that's why I'm thinking it's the transmission. But on the noise, just the noise, I never heard that type of noise before, like a dragging noise, almost like I said, like it sounds like something is underneath. When you have something underneath your car and you're just dragging it, like I said, like a plastic, a bucket, or even just something that's touching the car and the road, and you're just dragging it. That's what it sounds like. And I've never heard that. Like the Durango makes all kind of noises, and the Durango has transmission issues, but it never made this type of noise. Like honestly, transmission never really made a noise at all. The only thing it does is clunks, and then it'll hold it in gear. When you turn it, sometimes the Durango will hold it in gear, and then it kind of jumps and jerks and stuff. And sometimes the gear sometimes it slips sometimes. But once I get past, I want to say, once I get to about 30 miles per hour, the noise is, I don't know if it's still there, because all I really hear is the van, but it's not as loud. That's the weird thing. And it's times like this where like stuff like this happens, and it makes you want to quit, or it makes you want to say, man, I should have just went buy a new one. I should have did this. I should have did that. But you know, it's times like this, like I probably sat in the house for at least 3-4 hours doing nothing, just depressed, because I was booking. I was like, last month was slow, this month was picking up. I was booking. I had my first customer that booked off of the website, and went off of the website and sent the inquiry, and I booked them. And it sucks, man. It sucks because I've been going like the whole week. I've had at least a car a day. It sucks. And like I said, it's times like this that make you want to quit, but you can't quit. You gotta keep going. You gotta find a solution to whatever problem pops up. If you watch like Detail Groove, he said something about, you know, you find some, I don't know the exact words, but he said something down the lines of, you know, you'll find a solution to everything basically, and then, you know, 10 more problems. For every 10 solutions you find, 10 more problems pop up. Something down that line. So I mean, that's very true. So I got the van to have more room, to be more efficient. Now I gotta have maintenance, not a transmission, not this, you know. I mean, if I would have bought a new one, then yeah, but I mean, I wasn't in the position to buy a brand new van. And if I could, I would get a ProMaster or a Transit, or you know, any type of cargo van type of thing. But like I said, I'm not even passenger van now, you know, but I'm not in the position right now to buy a brand new van. Maybe later I can get me a used one. But it sucks. Like, it does make you want to like quit. It makes me want to be like, man, I'll just go get a job. Well, this is my job, but I'll just go work for it. But I know it's just one of those things that, like, for me, I'm not that type of person to like, I know I'm not supposed to work for somebody. I know that's what I'm not. I'm not meant to do in my life. I'm not meant to work for somebody. I'm meant to do my own thing and have people work for me. I don't care what nobody tell me. That's what I know. That's one thing I do know about myself. Like, I'm not meant to work for nobody. So it sucks. It makes you feel unmotivated. But like I said, in times like this, you gotta find some motivation. You gotta keep going. You gotta find a solution. You gotta figure something out. My solution is, hey, I offer people to drop it off until I can get the van fixed. So I'm hoping I'm gonna be down for a week, and I'm hoping I'll be right back up the following next week, the week after that. Once I get the van back, I'm gonna give it about 2 days, ride around in the van, make sure everything is good, and then put my little stuff out and start booking again. The transmission went out. The transmission is done for, and I could have recorded some of the things that happened, but I was just so frustrated and so like, just, I don't know, I don't even want to say I was mad and frustrated, just not really disappointed, because at the end of the day I only paid $1,200 for the van. So, but it sucks because last month was slow as hell. I was sick, so I didn't do that much work, and it was picking up. The momentum, it was coming. I was steady booking. So I want to say I just had to cancel probably $500 to $600 worth of work. And I know some people would be like, well, why you don't just put it in the Rango? But I mean, I just been so like, last month it had been raining, I was sick, I mean it was Ella's birthday, so the first week we running around trying to get stuff prepared and everything, and I just ain't had the time. I just didn't have the time. The Durango's been leaking a lot of power steering fluid. Then when I thought the battery was going bad. I thought it was a bad sale, but the battery's good. Every now and then it has an issue with starting up. So when you drive it, and then after driving it, it has a small issue with starting up. So and I mean, that issue, I don't really care about that. It's more so the power steering is what I'm worried about. It leaks a lot of power steering fluid. So there's a line or something that's leaking, that's done with or whatever. I don't know. And the power steering pump sounds like it's finished with also. So that needs to be all replaced. But so I drove the van back from my sister's house to my house this morning. As y'all saw, I drove it to Gus, and then he checked it out. He drove it, and he was like, yeah, that's the transmission. And he was explaining it to me because it was the 1 to 2, and he was explaining it to me about some plates and stuff like that, or something like that. I can't remember. of why it was making the noise that it made, because it was engaging, and then why it goes away after the second gear. So I drove it back home, and I thought, very stupid of me, I thought, I was like, man, I can make it. You know, I should be fine to go and finish out this week at least. You know, it's driving fine once I get up to speed. But nah, I got about 20 minutes away from the house. I was 10 minutes from the custom house. I'm about 20 minutes out, and yeah, I'm at the red light. I'm pressing the go. I'm trying to go. This thing is just revving, and then eventually it just hooked. It popped, boom, and then it go. So it did that. Then it did about cassette. It did it like 2 or 3 more times at every red light. So I'm like, man, this thing is going out. It's done with. It's going out. And so instead of getting stuck in the middle of the road, because I mean, I can't push this big thing by myself. Instead of getting stuck in the middle of the road, I just decided to pull off, and it was having some trouble, man. It was just trying to put it in, not put it in gear, but just like it was having some trouble with the transmission. So I'll pull off to the side road. That way I'm out of the way. I'm not in the middle of the road causing traffic or endangering anybody. And I just called the tow truck to tow it back to the house. So I found somebody that can rebuild the transmission. So basically what I'm gonna do is dropping it off on Monday, and they're gonna rebuild the transmission. They told me 5 to 7 days. So they should be finished Friday or Saturday. They should be finished, hopefully. That's what I'm hoping. So and I asked them multiple times. I already got a price. I asked them, hey, if I drop it off Monday, when do you think you'll be done with it? And they're saying Friday, Saturday, we're gonna be done with it. That's taking it out, rebuilding it, and the installation of it. So hopefully this doesn't turn it into a nightmare, because I hate going to other shops besides Guest Shop. I love going to Guest Shop, but he doesn't rebuild these. So I don't know. I'm not sure if he rebuild transmissions at all, but I know he messed with them. But this is a whole different ball game for him, I guess. So I don't know. You know, like, I don't know. You know, I hate going to other shops because I never know what to expect, and you just always hear horror stories of people going to other shops and them taking, instead of 7 days, 14 days, 21 days, and now that's gonna be a lot of money I'm gonna miss out of if they do take that long. And honestly, if they take more than 7 days, at that point I might as well buy a transmission, have it shipped here, and get it installed, and just take the old one out and put the new one in. At that point, it's gonna cost people more money to do that, but if that's what it's gonna take, then I'm gonna have to get it done. But thank you for watching. Hope you have a good day, and I'll see y'all in the next video.